Hey, what is up guys, Kevin here with P.O.G, and today we're going to be going over the top 4 deck list from Curseof's Fun for All tournament. Here we have Lene's Spellproof Armor deck profile, and there's not much to go off of here other than let's just get into it, guys. First off, we have to go over Spellproof Armor, what the skill does. If you don't know, Spellproof Armor is a Bandit Keith skill that states, activate this skill during your main phase. All machine monsters you control are unaffected by your opponent's spell effects. You can normal summon normal monsters with 1 less tribute, and if a non-machine monster is in your graveyard, flip this skill over. This skill can only be used once per duel. So, as usual, this restricts us to only playing machines, so here we are. Let's go into the main deck. 2 Jinzo, best card, targeted, paired with Spellproof Armor. Your opponent's not using back row at all, so this is kind of a major point of the deck. Second major point that this deck got with its Battle City box release was Ally of Justice Colossalus. It's a 2300 normal summonable monster in this deck because it's 1 tribute monster, so it becomes a no tribute monster. So it's just normal summonable, 2300 beat stick. Yay! And there's no real restrictions like there are on Night of Legend, so it's really good. Technically, you're playing 6 of these with 3 more Summoner's Arts to search them, so very good. 2 Soul Exchange to be able to summon our Jinzo a lot easier. We don't have to use our own monsters, you can use our opponents. 2 Shrink, just in case things get too big. We have big monsters. They literally have to be either 4800 or 4600 to crash and kill both, so Shrink, very good. 2 Book of Moon, as usual. I'm not going to talk much about this. Important for the format, will always be played in just about every single deck. 2 Noblemen, a cross out to either go up against turn 1 players who set monsters, or comboing it off with Book of Moon. Yay. 1 Cosmic Cyclone for back row destruction. Why only 1? Because again, we're not really letting our opponent play back row against us, so Cosmic Cyclone is really important. It's not really important. It's just here for clearing stuff that lets the opponent do things, like Union Hanger. So yeah. Zoma the Spirit, still a good card. It's here mainly for the fact that if we don't have Jinzo on field, we can play this and have our opponent do damage to themselves if they can't get over it. Lost Wind, it's here for semi XYZ management and a few other decks as well. Going into side deck, we played one extra, the third Nobleman across out, I guess. We got more stall heavy decks. 1 Offerings to the Doom, just to destroy monsters that we need destroyed. Dark Factory and Mass Production, if the game's going to go in a little bit longer into a grindier game, we want to play Dark Factory and Mass Production. The second Lost Wind, again, just for more control on certain decks. 1 Psychic Shockwave, I guess if things got too heavy too quick against Lene here, they could side this and get Jinzo out quicker. So I guess it's technically a 3rd copy of Jinzo. And 1 Dust Tornado, again, same thing with Cosmic. It's not that important, but if there were ways that the opponent's deck is dealing easily with this deck, using back row for themselves to gain advantage, you obviously want to play Dust Tornado. Moving on to extra deck, doesn't really matter, there's no way to summon any of this stuff, but it's cool to be here. 1 Blue Eyes Ultimate, 1 Arcana Knight Joker, 1 XYZ Dragon Cannon, 1 Rhea Senshi, 1 Alligator Sword Dragon, and 1 Thousand Eyes Restrict. That is the deck, guys. Overall, let's talk about that this is a 20 card deck, a perfect 20 card deck. We don't really see that too much anymore. But I guess in this deck, it kind of has to be done, so that way you can draw into your normal summon quicker, or draw into the Summoner's Art to get your normal summon quicker. You also notice that there's a lot of 2-ofs in this deck, Zoma, Nobleman, Book, Shrink, Soul Exchange, and even the Jinzos. So again, 20 card deck, kind of important to reach into everything you need to get into. But other than that, deck's pretty straightforward. It's literally flip this up, summon your 2300 beat stick, and then eventually get into your Jinzo to lock your opponent's back row out. So it can't be used against you, and using a few control cards to make sure that you stay in control of the majority of the match. So yeah, not a very hard deck to play. Very simple. If people want to get into speed duels, this probably is one of the easiest ways to get into it and still be competitive and have fun at the same time. For you to have fun, not your opponent. And there are outs to this deck, obviously, as there are a majority of decks. But yeah, very, very simple deck. Very straightforward to play. I'd probably put it, again, as a beginner's deck to actually play, because of how easy it is to pilot this deck. But with that being said, guys, let us know down in the comments below what you think of this deck. Would you play it? Would you not play it? What would you change? Obviously, it did really well because it got top 4 in Curseof's Fun for All tournament. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, maybe give us a share here or there. Go ahead and check out all the links down in the description below, whether it be all the Discords mentioned, Curseof's Twitch, or our Twitter accounts. And yeah, this was Kevin with P.O.G. Until next time, guys. See ya.